Hi, children, and welcome to our book tasting program. As you can see, I've got my green on. We're close to St. Patrick's Day, and I thought a very good book to read a chapter or two out of would be Magic Treehouse Merlin Missions. It's number 15, Leprechaun in Late Winter. This book is available at the library, so if you want to check it out, you can come in anytime after you've watched the video. It will be here unless somebody else gets to it first. We also have a book in the Magic Treehouse series that is the nonfiction, but it's called Leprechauns and Irish Folklore, and it talks about leprechauns and fairies. You may want to come in and check that out as well, and you may enjoy that. But let's read from Leprechaun in Late Winter. Chapter 1. A Beautiful Word. It was a chilly afternoon in late winter. Annie was doing her homework on the computer in the living room. Jack sat on the couch and stared at a blank page in his small notebook. He heaved a sigh. "What's wrong?" asked Annie. "I have to write a story for school," said Jack, "and I'm stuck." "Well, you'd better get unstuck," said Annie. "Mom and Dad said we have to get our homework done before we go to the theater with them tonight." "I know," said Jack, "but I can't think of anything to write about." "Why don't you do what you love to do?" said Annie. "Go outside and write down some facts about what you see. Then turn them into a story." "Hey, that's a good idea," said Jack. "Thanks." He jumped up and grabbed his coat from the hall closet. Then, taking his pencil and notebook with him, he headed outdoors. The early March weather was sunny but cold and windy. Jack looked around. Then he wrote down some facts in his notebook. Old snow in yard. Sun sparkling on sidewalk. Jack looked up again. Treetops swayed in the March winds. Jack started to write about them, but when he looked down at his notebook, he nearly dropped his pencil. On the page were two large, fancy letters, T.K. "Oh, man," whispered Jack. He dashed back into the house and into the living room. Annie, look!" Jack held up his notebook. "Look at this." Annie stared at the page. Old snow, sun sparkling, nice. No, not that, the letters," said Jack. Annie looked at Jack like he was crazy. What letters?" she said. Jack looked at the page. "They're gone." He said a big fancy T and K. "T and K," said Annie. "Yes, for Teddy and Kathleen," said Jack. "The letters just appeared on the page when I was outside. They were there, really." "I believe you," said Annie. She jumped up from the computer. "Let's go." "Wait, I have to get my backpack from upstairs," said Jack. "Forget it," she said. "Come on, the treehouse must be waiting for us." Okay, said Jack. He quickly shoved his notebook and pencil into the pocket of his coat. Annie grabbed her jacket. "Mom, Dad, we're going to take a little break from our homework," she called. "Okay, but make it short. We have to leave for the theater by 7, their dad called from the kitchen. "We will," said Jack. Jack and Annie headed outside. They ran over the melting snow in their front yard and up the sun-sparkling sidewalk. They charged across the street and into the Frog Creek woods. They hurried between the wind-blown trees until they came to the tallest oak. High in the branches was the magic tree house. Their friends from Camelot, Teddy and Kathleen, were looking out the window. "Hello," called Kathleen. "Hi," shouted Annie back, waving. "Good trick with the magic letters," Jack called. "We thought you'd like that," said Teddy. "I just learned how to do it." Annie grabbed the rope ladder and started up. Jack followed her. They climbed into the treehouse and hugged the young enchanters. "So what's up today?" asked Jack. "Where does Merlin want us to go now?" asked Annie. "Merlin wants you to go to Galway, Ireland," she said. "Ireland? Cool," said Annie. "Morgan sent us to Ireland once before, to the 9th century," said Jack. "Yes, well, this time you will go to Ireland in the 19th century," said Teddy, "to 1862 to be exact. Your mission is to find an imaginative and creative girl named Augusta." "Augusta doesn't know yet what her talents are," said Kathleen. "She lives in a time when it is not easy for girls to explore their creativity. Your mission will be to inspire her so she can give her gifts to the world." What does that word mean exactly? Asked Annie. Inspire. "'Tis a beautiful word," said Kathleen, her sea blue eyes shining. "It means to breathe life into a person's heart, to make her feel joyful to be alive." "That is beautiful," said Annie. "You may need some magic to help you," said Teddy. From the corner of the treehouse he picked up the magic trumpet that had helped them on their last journey. Only this time, Teddy handed the trumpet to Kathleen. She held the shiny brass instrument for a moment. Then she tossed it into the air. The trumpet spun like a whirlwind. There was a flash of blue light, and the trumpet was gone. In its place was a thin silver pipe with 6 holes. "What's that?" breathed Jack. "An Irish whistle," said Kathleen. She plucked the instrument from the air. "When you face great danger, one of you must play it. It will make magical music, and anything the other one sings will come true." "But remember," said Teddy, "its magic will only work once." "Right," said Annie. "Thanks," said Jack. He took the Irish whistle from Kathleen and put it into his pocket. "And did Morgan send a research book to give us information?" "Not this time," said Teddy. "Morgan wants you to draw upon your own experiences in life to help you in this journey." "No problem," said Annie. Jack wasn't sure about that. He liked having a book of facts to help him. "So how do we find Augusta?" asked Annie. "It should be easy to find her," Teddy said. "When you land in the country of Galway, Ireland, just ask anyone for directions to the big house." "Hold on." Jack pulled out his notebook and wrote, "County of Galway, Ireland, Augusta, big house." "Got it," said Jack. "But how do we get to Ireland in the first place if we don't have a research book?" "Point to the notes you just made and make your wish," said Kathleen. "And when you are ready to come home," said Teddy, "use the Pennsylvania book as you usually do." "Got it," said Jack. "Go now and help Augusta," said Kathleen. "She needs you." Jack pointed to the words Galway, Ireland in his notebook. "I wish we could go there," he said. "Bye," Annie said to Teddy and Kathleen. "Farewell," said Kathleen. "Good luck," said Teddy. The wind started to blow. The tree house started to spin. It spun faster and faster. Then everything went still. Absolutely still. What happens next? Why not stop by the library and check out the book, Leprechauns in Late Winter, a Magic Treehouse book. We hope to see you here. Until we see you next time at our book tasting, read lots. Have a good day.